Susie B's Baked Spaghetti. Get your butter in the pan, dice up some onions and bell peppers, and don't forget the garlic. Throw it all in there and mix it around. This is going to be delicious. I have never made this recipe. I had tried it once in a restaurant, and just by looking at it, I knew how to throw it together. So there's not really much complications when it comes to spaghetti. Get your ground beef, throw it in your pan here. I sauteed the veggies for just a little bit and then took them out. Added the ground beef, and I will be adding cumin, oregano, thyme, Italian seasoning, salt, and pepper. All that it will be going on to the meat. Once the meat is nice and brown, I will be turning it over. So I kind of want to get it nice and brown on the bottom. Let it cook for a while. About 10 minutes, at 7 minutes or so, I checked it. It wasn't quite ready, and I think it was around 9 or 10 minutes that it was brown, nice and toasty brown on the bottom. So I was able to mix it around. I also added a little more garlic to the meat mixture, which is the ground beef and mild Italian sausage, which gave it a wonderful flavor. Now the meat is nice and brown, and I will be stirring it and adding the veggies back in. At this point, the whole house smelled like a restaurant. It was just lovely. The aromas were so wonderful, and it just filled the house with wonderful smells of all these spices. So now I'm preparing the spaghetti, and the water is nice and hot and just rolling to a boil, and the pasta's in. Now I'm adding the diced tomato. And so once I get this all stirred in, I will be getting a few spoonfuls of the pasta water and adding it to the pan. This will give me my liquid for the sauce. Then I'm going to add some tomato paste to this, and then more water from the pasta water. So this was, I have tomato paste in a tube, so I just kind of squeezed out about maybe a tablespoon of tomato paste. This is 1 pound of ground beef. So right here is a little measuring spoon that says a pinch. I added baking soda. 2 pinches of baking soda to neutralize the acidity in the sauce. And as you can see here, it's starting to foam up, which was really cool. Like, this is stand back. We're trying science. But this is what happens when you add baking soda to tomato sauce, just like a tomato sauce, right? The acidity and the baking soda make a reaction, and it really did fizz up. Bubbled up real nice. The sauce came out so wonderful. I am so glad that I did this. This prevents heartburn for us. If the sauce is too acidic, we get heartburn. So I wanted to neutralize the acidity. The pasta's all ready to go here, as you can see, and I put that aside. The pasta's just about ready. I did have to boil another batch of pasta and add a little bit more to the recipe to make 4 servings, because the first batch of pasta I made was just enough for 2 servings. So I wanted to have a little bit left over, and so I added another batch of pasta and boiled it all together, and it came out perfect. I also like to add a little trick I learned from the restaurant is a little olive oil to your pasta once it's done and you take it out and drain it. We used to add olive oil to it, and then we used to shake a little parsley, some dried parsley on it, and it just makes it real beautiful. And I used to package it so by dinner time it would be all ready to go, and it would be re-steamed and then plated. We made really good spaghetti where I worked. Now I'm adding some more basil to the sauce. Actually, just a first batch of basil. I'll be adding more when I bake the spaghetti. This is basil from our garden. So here's the toppings. We have mozzarella, we have a mixed cheese, we have pepperoni, and some more basil. So I'm going to be adding a little bit of oil to the dish, the baking dish. And also some of the oil from the spaghetti sauce. Right there is a really very flavorful oil, and I'm just dumping that in the bottom to rest the noodles on top. And I'll be making 4 portions, and I'm going to be trying my best to twirl the noodles in a circle to get them portioned out into 4 servings. And I definitely will use a different tool next time. The tongs were very difficult to get the job done, but it worked out. So I'm portioning out the pasta, and once you get this all done, just add your sauce on top. Fill all the crevices, fill up everything, the top of the noodles, and in between the spaces that doesn't have pasta. Just fill it all up real nice. My hubby was very impressed with this pasta. He really liked it. So now, once your meat is all covered the pasta, add your cheese blend. You can just do pure mozzarella if you want. I just wanted the color, and with the mozzarella. So I did my cheese blend, and then I did the mozzarella that I sliced in half, and then I added some fresh basil from our garden. And don't forget this part. This is the most important part. Add your pepperoni. Get your pepperoni that goes on pizza. Okay, don't substitute it. Get the pepperoni that gets put on pizza, because it's not going to taste the same. You have to use pepperoni. You want to warm up your oven for 350 and set it for 10 minutes. Put your pasta in the oven for 10 minutes, and here it is after 10 minutes. It's all melted and nice. The topping looks like a pizza, and then once you dig into this and then plate it, oh my God, you're going to get the flavors from the pepperoni, the cheese. It's going to be on the noodles, and then all the sauce in there. This is a wonderful dish. I really liked this when I tried it a long time ago, and I've never made it because I thought, well, I'll just find another place that makes it like that. No, I still haven't found a place that makes pasta like this. So I really like all the flavors. I love how it looks. It's just really fun, and it's rustic to me. It's just a wonderful dish. You got to try this at home. I added a little leaf sprig of basil, because we have so much basil in the garden. I'm like, I ended up eating this basil, so don't worry, it did not go to waste. But so that's how it's going to look when you plate it. You can be as creative as you want. You can impress someone, your company that comes over, your parents, your significant other, your siblings, and just have some fun with it. Go bake yourself some Susie B's baked spaghetti. You're going to love this. Enjoy. Push that like button.